and girls, welcome back to the channel, and we're doing essential deliveries today. It is week 3 of the lockdown, so I hope you're all staying indoors and being safe. When I say essential deliveries, you're probably thinking, is it bread, is it milk, is it me bog roll I've been trying to get for the last 3 weeks, is it pasta? And it's actually nothing for the supermarkets. We're actually doing a load of coal. And you're probably thinking straight away, coal, not really an essential delivery. For most people that's on gas and stuff like that, but you have hospitals and that still run on coal, so they have to be stocked up to keep the heating on for everybody in there, which they overrun at the minute. And you still have houses in certain areas that don't have gas and they need coal just to get on with their lives. So yes, I would say it is an essential delivery for some people. So we're going to a stocking ground in County Durham, my home ground, and we're going to pick up from there, and then we're going to run it about 210 mile down to a coal merchant in Northampton. So I'll not bore you with the full journey there. I'll fast forward a little bit for you, and you can have a good look at a bit of scenery up north. And I'll put a bit of music on for you, and I'll come back when we're almost there. Well, that just worked out nice with a bit of music there, and this is us just arriving at the site. There's a little bit of a queue, but that's because it hasn't opened yet. While we're waiting in the queue, may as well just take the advantage and jump out, and I'll whip the sheet off. One more and then it'll be us on the bridge. Right, our turn to get weighed in and go and hand the paperwork in. Or should I say, just show her the paperwork. Because of all this COVID-19 at the minute, nobody's touching paperwork. So you just have to basically show them the paperwork and they'll type it in on their own computer. But I suppose you don't know who's carrying what nowadays, so it's always better to be safe than sorry. She doesn't want nothing off me and I don't want nothing off her. The way to look at it. Right, so we're loading from the first hop around the corner, I've been told. And surprise, surprise, the one truck that was in front of us is loading from the same hopper. But that sun's dead bright. We've had 2 months of rain and now the sun's absolutely beaming. Right, so that's him done and he's gone, and all that's happening there is that the machine is collecting all that coal out of what was left in the hopper, because we're obviously putting a different product on, so he'll take all that one away and then get us the one what we want, so it doesn't get cross-contamination. Right, that's us just about in place. Right, that's the deck shaking, so it shakes out all the dust through that little yellow bin at the bottom, and it's only coal that should be coming out above it. It's quite noisy with it just hitting the hollow metal floor. Enough to give you a headache, that thing. I'm sure you don't want to sit and watch that load for probably a good 20 minutes. It takes 20 to 30 minutes to fill it, so we'll speed it up a little bit. I could just cut all this bit out, but I think probably some of the people that's watching these videos would probably like seeing how things like this actually work. It's probably the best bit, the loading and the tipping. In between's the boring bit. Doesn't matter if it goes a little bit higher than the body, we'll just give it the normal shunt and then drop it down. And we want roughly about 20, just over 28 ton of this stuff. Right, that's us done. So we'll just, you kind of drive forward because of that little building and that, so we'll just reverse it back and we'll pull it round to the side. just give it a little shunt here, and then we'll put the sheet on and we'll be away. At least it's a nice quick load in here. There's not much of a queue. This one's the out bridge, as you can see. It's on the other side from the in bridge. Cuts down on the queues. So we'll just go and get our paperwork. Right, so the weight's okay, paperwork's all okay, and now we're going to head off down to the coal merchants down in Northampton. It's roughly about, I think the sat nav was saying about 220 mile where we're going. So we'll just make our way back out the site. And I'll not bore you with 220 miles of driving. Once we get up out of here, I'll turn it off and I'll come back to you when we're almost at the coal merchants. As soon as he turns around and sees it's a tipper, he dives into the grass verge. Must be a bit of a reputation about the tippers for flying about. Right, so we've come back. We're in Northamptonshire and we're not that far away from this coal yard. It's just literally the other end of this village. It is quite quiet with it being locked down, and there is a couple out exercising, but if you're going to be closer than 2 meters, I would wear something more than your mum's knickers and your granny's tights. Right, once we get past these parked cars, we should be there. Little bit of a giveaway is all the tyre marks on the road where all the lorries are turning in and out. It's a little bit tight, so you've got to take the full road. Didn't realise these people still existed, coal merchants and that, until I was back on the tippers. Thought these were a thing of the past. But as you can see, we've just been beaten in by a J.R. Adams tipper. So we'll have to just sit here because I don't think there's enough room for 2 of us down there. Let's hope we got the same stuff as him, because he's just pulled forward and done straight reverse back. Nice easy tip. See if you can spot what he's done wrong. Yep, he stopped tipping and he's put it back down because he's realised that there's nothing coming out. So he's left something on the back door keeping it locked. He's either left a twist lock on or hasn't took the bar off or done something. Right, here's his second attempt. You can see the coal all running out now, so on the back door, you can just see the back door open there. Hopefully we'll be tipped in the same spot. That was a nice easy reversing from that. Right, he's coming out, so we'll be able to get in now. Might need just to edge back a bit so we can get out.
Alright. Right.
We'll make our way in and see whereabouts we're going to be tipping. You wouldn't think there were so many different types of coal. We'll just pull up here and we'll ask where they want it tipped. Yep, that's the bay they want it in, that one. And that's right at the bottom next to the bay, going to be blocking us a bit. And so is that pile of coal in these cages. When we go to reverse it back, we won't be able to swing out to get it in. That's option 1, or option 2 is just do a complete U-turn and do a blindside reversing. But we'll give it a go this way first. We'll just use the whole yard, get as much room as we can. But everything seems to be in the road. That van, he's sticking out, so we couldn't get tight up that way. And you've got these bays at the side. Then you've got this truck here, which would be ideal if it wasn't there. You could get down in the corner, and that's the corner we're going to tuck into. Try and get as tight as we can into that. So like I say, these are in the way a bit. But we'll just make do what we can. Ideally just want to keep the full lock on and that, but we can't because of all of this stuff. It's not quite there, so we'll put a little shunt in a minute, and that should do us about right. As it straightens up, you can see that we're not quite in that bay. But one little shunt that got us in. So it wasn't as bad as it was first looking.
I thought I wouldn't get an easy one like Adam's like.
And he's going to go round open the back door and we'll just tip this up. Here's a better view for you what's going on inside. And it's all away. At least it's all come out nice and easy. No sweeping out to do in there. Right, we'll get all this put back down and we'll get the back door sealed up. Right, so all we're going to do now is make our way back out. Easier said than done. Don't forget guys, if you like this type of stuff or dash cam footage I put on, do hit that like and subscribe button. It just makes while all the effort goes into people making all these videos and that. now all we've got to do is just wait for it. There's a woman trying to reverse into the car park here. That's what we're waiting for. She's had about 5 attempts, what you haven't been able to see, to try and get into that big massive spaceport. Somehow she's struggling. I said I had some news for you guys earlier on, and the news was when we got back on the Thursday before the Good Friday, everybody had been furloughed. So there's only a few drivers that's been kept on. I think there's about 80 trucks being parked up. So that's going to be the last of the videos for a few weeks until we get back. So I hope you have enjoyed this last one for the time being. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It does put a smile on my face. If you have any questions or anything you want, just stick them in the box below and I'll answer them. I get back to everybody that leaves any comments. And stay in and stay safe, and I'll see you when I get back in a few weeks.